Hi everyone, this is Final Fantasy XIII. I'm hoping that the audio quality is going to be fine because for some bizarre reason that I do not understand why, the PC version of this game has no volume control whatsoever. You can't even mute it. So usually I just have it on silent by swapping out headphones, which changes it. Like it disables the audio for some reason. I don't know why, but it works out, I guess. So I've been, as you probably know, I've been getting into playing more games again lately, as opposed to just Magic and random idle games I'm playing, and started working through some Steam games. And yeah, this is a game that I really enjoyed, and I played back in 2010 when it came out on the PS3. And to be honest, I was actually quite surprised that my laptop could play it, because it is a new laptop, but I didn't particularly get it for games or anything, especially definitely not high-end games. But you know, I was fully expecting to play just like 2D games or whatever, and you know, I was perfectly satisfied with that. But it plays it, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to play through this again, get all the Steam achievements this time, as opposed to just the PS3 trophies. But anyway, I am currently on Chapter 11, Grand Pulse, when you start getting the missions. If you look at my missions here, I've only got... aha, there you go. I've only got 2 missions here, so I've done the first one, I've got 4 stars, and I've done the second one. Well, no, I've activated the second one, I haven't actually completed it yet. Because when you get here, the enemies are hard. But this is the decent grinding spot. As soon as you can defeat these guys over here, this is a good grinding spot because, well, a few reasons. Mostly because if we go a bit closer to them, you will see that... Where's the other one? Well, you can't see the other one. Yeah, there he is. These two guys here are busy fighting each other, like, I don't know what's going on, but they've got some spat going on. And the advantage to this is that you will always get a preemptive strike, meaning you're going to get them down to stagger really easily, or at least one of them. And also they start on half health. Whoa, no! Oh, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to enter the fight then, but... That's alright, I could just exit. They ran into me as I was observing. Right, let's back off a bit. So, this is my team and my status, as you can see. I am still early into Chapter 11, so my Crystarium's still on stage 8, rather. And if we have a look at the Crystariums, you can see here, actually, very easy if I go to Paradigm and Battle Team, you can see I haven't even touched the secondary roles for any of the characters, which, I mean, the idea is that you're supposed to leave them for a while, and they're sort of like a crutch where if you get too much CP or whatever, then you might want to dip into them a bit, but general advice is to put them off for as long as you can. So this is my team that I use here. I generally find against these guys it's good to have Fang, Lightning and Snow, because they're all pretty good commandos, and when you get so strong it is pretty good to have them all commandos, because you can get them to take out the enemies pretty quickly once you've got them staggered. But as it stands, I'm just using these guys, and my current setup here is, as you can see, I've got a lot of paradigms in my deck here, but the only 2 that I'm using are Superiority and Relentless Assault. So, the problem is that of these 2 guys that you're fighting here, the grey one, it's got a strange name, I don't remember what they're called. Let's start fighting them. The grey one can do a lot of damage. So, I'll start off with Sab Sin Sin, so those 2 are buffing, right, and I'm using Fang here to debuff both of them. I'll debuff both of them. Right, that's staggered, but I'm not bothered about that. And then once they've done that, switch to Relentless Assault. And then I'm going to quickly take on the Behemoth King and get him in stagger. Now the thing with the Behemoth King is you want to take this guy out rather quickly, because after so long, I think it's on a set timer, he'll use this ability where he'll fully heal himself, not stagger, fully heal his health, and pull his sword out and he'll become a lot more powerful, and you don't want him to get to that point. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Right, and one more hit will take him out. Okay, and now I want to switch back to this superiority here. You get a few buffs on, but you want to really make sure you've got Curse and Fog on this thing here, because it does pretty big attacks and you sort of want to prevent that. I don't actually know if it does help much. I know the Fog, I think the Fog can stop him from doing his poison attack, but as it stands, you know, sort of like stun lock him with this particular setup here. Especially, I think he's weak to fire as well. Is he weak to fire? Yes. So that's why my Hope and Saz are both used in fire when they were synergists. And of course, when you get them staggered, Fang has launch, so she can, not that it was attacking much anyway, but Fang can launch it into the air and take them out. And for that we get 6,600 CP, which isn't much in the grand scheme of things, but when you reach this point in the game, it is a lot, because bosses have been giving you 6,000 and enemies previous to that have been giving you in the hundreds. So what I like to do is I like to come up here and then they respawn and then I can do it all over again. So that's it's a good place to train. And so yesterday I wasn't doing it for much because I was rather tired, but I'm going to be doing some more of this tonight. I've been watching the Tekken Bloodline on like on my other screen there. It's been good. I tend to not with the Crystarium. I try to not, and this is the thing that a lot of games do, and I think games need to find a better way around this. But there's some games where as soon as you get experience, or whatever the game's equivalent of experience is, you can immediately spend that. So for example here, I go to Crystarium and I'll just spend a bit here. That's pretty good because she gets an ATB level. So she's on 5 now. That's interesting. That might change the dynamic of the fight. Oh, probably not, because I can still cancel it out at 4. You know, you can do this. You can just go into the menu and activate once it's loaded. You can go in and then just like spend a bit like this. But generally I try to do it I try to leave it till I've finished like 10 or so fights or so. Try to leave a gap between, because otherwise you're just spending all this time opening up the menu for a slight boost, which is annoying, because I think they should have particular points, and like maybe if you could only do it at save points, because that way you don't have to think to yourself like, oh, I'm going to open the menu just to gain a little thing, because otherwise you might feel like you're missing out if you don't do that. And the other characters I just don't. I'll just leave them for a while, like for even longer. So yeah, a particular feature of this game is that no matter who you use in a fight, all your characters gain CP at an equal rate. I don't think there's anything to alter that. I think that they always gain CP at equal rate, even if you've got an item that will boost the amount of experience that you do, or both CP as it's called, that you do get, which I think you have to defeat Neochu to get that, if I remember correctly, which is far above and beyond what I'm capable of now. But even when you have that experience boosting item, it will boost them all equally, not just the character who's got it equipped. So for any given fight that you enter, the characters and the setup that you use needs to be based entirely on their ability to win the fight, so you don't have to worry about leveling up, like choosing certain people to level them up and all that. And given the context of this game, it works. It works for this game. Yeah, so this was just a bit of a random video, I suppose, to talk about where I'm at with this game. I've done it all before. I've like I said, I did get the platinum back on the PS3 version back in 2010, just 12 years ago now. We're in October of 2022. So, well, it's been a long time. So yeah, I know this game has a lot of detractors. I know there's a lot of negativity surrounding this game, but honestly, whilst it's far from my favourite Final Fantasy, in fact I'd say it's on the bottom half, I still think it's very underappreciated, and I think it's got a lot of good qualities in it. But thank you for watching. I'll end this here, and I'll see you next time. Now, because the way the mouse works, I have to open up the Steam thing to then go over to the pause button, and I think it's hotkeys, but I don't know them. Anyway, bye.